I grew up hearing, if you don't stop drinking, then you'll never get a hangover. One of my favorite uncles always said that. But if you do get a hangover, the vitamins to go for are zinc and vitamin B. And then you want to take a pain reliever like ibuprofen, not Tylenol. That's if you get a hangover. But as for me, if you don't stop drinking, you ain't got shit to worry about.
Yo, Kendrick. What's your next gratitude journal going to be? I want to get ready since we only have 3 days left.
Girl, I'm going to use a spiral because I have some personal things in my life I need to work out and get arranged. You can only do that with a spiral. Swinging and banging on the ones and twos. This is the last self-care Saturday. It'll be teachers working with Kendrick Avant, the professor of gratitude. Because all I ever do is slide into this university and I remind you all to write down these stories of why you're grateful. That way you'll have less negative thoughts and more positive thoughts. We're doing this for anybody, for everybody that deals with abandonment, chronic illness, the physical limitations, whether seen or unseen. Grab your spiral or your gratitude journal. Get something to write on. Get something to write with. And let's write these stories down together. Peep game. Let me tell y'all this story. So in 1941, the Mexican-American War is pumping and going. Mexican-American War is pumping and going. And there's a particular ship, the USS Arkansas, where whenever it comes in ports around Veracruz, the sailors are hopping off and they start drinking sometimes as soon as they hop off and come on board and leave board and come onto land. There's a bunch of reporters around Veracruz. The Mexican-American War is popping off and these sailors come in and get wasted and get fucked up. And the reporters have nothing else to do but report on the crazy ass stories that these sailors on the Arkansas ship are talking about. This is in the U.S. Navy. Their practice goes on for a couple of years. At some point, it slowly begins to spread. And then one day, a newspaper reports that although U.S. Navy forces do their best, and they're awesome and they're working things out and whatnot, there are a few that spend too much time in local happy hour bars to get the job done. And the report in the paper is talking about these sailors who come on land, and as soon as they come on land, they're drinking and blah, blah, blah. That newspaper report, the general public is reading it and thinking, oh, hell yeah, we can get fucked up too as soon as we get off and tell stories. It starts in 1914. By the 1940s, by the end of World War II, this shit is nationwide, dog. Today is National Happy Hour Day. I had to take time out and tell y'all the whole story about that. Because technically, we're a global community, and it's always happy hour somewhere. So I have these 4 gratitudes, and I did a good job of writing this stuff down. Really good job of writing this stuff down today. Oh man, here we go. Gratitude number 1. Oh yeah, these are all my 4 gratitudes because I found out that my insurance doesn't work the way we had it set up. Ooh, big difference. I have to pay $6,000 versus $500, and there are only 6-7 weeks left in the whole year. So at this point, I might as well just stop trying to go. That hit me kind of hard earlier. So to get over that entire disappointment, because it had me in tears. To get over that disappointment, I just wrote out 4 reasons why this could be a good thing. And it took me a little while to come up with my 4, but I got 4 reasons why it's a good thing that the insurance won't work out the way I thought to, and that I have to wait until next year to start doing this doctor stuff and taking all these different things. So number 1, I get to prove to all of you how to keep things moving. I can share this to the God Squad, Gratitude Over Disabilities. Remember, that's the new playlist on Kendrick Avant, YouTube. I shared this with the God Squad. It is my fastest growing playlist. And I'm helping others. By helping others forces me to keep my own head up because I know my tribe's people are watching. Haters can't wait to call everything we do with keeping it grateful and writing these stories down. People think it is fake positivity. People think it is toxic positivity. And I can prove how this works. You write these stories down. As long as you're writing it down, you can't have that negative thought. All it takes a little while, and maybe you stop the tears, maybe you calm down from being mad, maybe you get over some disappointment, you get over some heartbreak. But you got to stop and write the stories down. That way you'll quit thinking about it.
Yo, Kendrick. What's your next gratitude journal going to be? I want to get ready since we only have 3 days left.
Girl, I'm going to use a spiral because I have some personal things in my life I need to work out and get arranged. You can only do that with a spiral.
Number 2, I get to now focus on Christmas and on birthdays. I got my wife and my son coming up. Oh, snap. Then my daughter. Oh, snap, 3 in a row. So I get to focus on Christmas and birthdays. That stress will be less. And I'm using that every day. It ain't about me. Ain't none of this life about me. I cannot be tripping on when the help is coming. Can I afford the help that is coming? And take care of birthdays. Instead, I can just focus on what works. I got something. I'll tell you about that later. That increases my mood because if it is to be, it's all on me. This is how you write the stories down. The third story about why I'm grateful that the insurance will not work out is that I will not miss all that time from work. And that's going to give me more money in the pocket. I can start aiming at what actually does work and which doctors I want to see next. I don't have to, instead of chasing all the different steps that these doctors are telling me, I can spend so much more time making the money. That increases my mood without the negative news all day of which doctors are accepting the insurance. Oh, listen. That it is a full-time job being on the phone with these insurance companies. Today was 2 hours. 2 hours to tell me that the way you're insuring, you thought your insurance, double insurance, will not work that way, sir. Instead, you got to pay $6,000, not the $500. 2 hours of waiting and holding it. I'm being nice the whole time, and yeah, whatever, man. Gratitude number 4 is that I do still got insurance. I got to remember the good things. I still do have insurance, and I can get my wisdom teeth pulled. I can get the MRIs and CAT scans done. That was the biggie anyway. And my stomach is the biggest hardship of everything. The tooth is the most annoying of everything. I can just focus on those 2. What did I write here? If I fall again, then I still got hospital coverage and all that kind of stuff included, so I can afford that. And the bills get paid. Yeah, that's how this stuff works. People, write your stories down. It doesn't matter how good they are, how long they are, how any of that. You're writing the stories down because by the time you get done writing this stuff down, you're going to feel better. And that's what this life is all about. Every day you're trying to get over the bullshit. You're trying to get your mindset over the bullshit. That way you can stay in a good mood and keep going forward, doing whatever it is that you have to do. Y'all be pretty. Stay grateful. We only got 2 days left. I salute you. I am out.